Alright, what is going on, guys? Five is back again, coming at you with emo week number 2. We got Ulquiorra. Now, the mine Ulquiorra, I failed to showcase him just because I couldn't get a hold of him. Shout out to my boy Leno, and yeah, let's just get right into it. He let me remove the focus slot. Keep in mind, we're going to be removing 25% damage from his soul bomb calculations just because he is 2 out of 5, and I do want to showcase him at pretty much 1 out of 5. That way, whenever you pull him, you have a reasonable expectation of what this character can actually do at 1 out of 5 without having to worry about dupes, since KLab likes to fuck us any chance they get. So, going into it, Killer, a Ronkar build, we're going to be running a Spotted Chair, Fortification Pill, Classic Teacup. Everyone always asks me, so what if I don't have the Teacup? Honestly, you can go with like a Zeta Ball. Zeta Balls are always good. If you want more damage, then you can go with either a Gold Yuki, if you have that. If you don't have a Gold Yuki, but you're if you're 2 out of 5, you don't use a Gold Yuki ever, or Gold Pupils ever. But for SP based characters, if at 1 out of 5, honestly, Yuki's not really all that bad. Well, Gold Yukis are not really all that bad. But if you don't want to use that, you can use the Fortification Pill, Strength Attack Damage item, and then you also have access to the Shinji Cap, which is available for every single color, and that's actually pretty good too. Next, character links, we do have a full Strong Attack Recharge and full Stamina Damage boost, which is always good. Bonus abilities, weaken defense, and full stamina damage boost. Honestly, this is pretty standard nowadays. I personally like long stride on characters, so if the character doesn't have long stride, I'll usually give him that. But weaken defense is pretty, I don't want to say staple, but it's pretty, like, you can never really go wrong with weaken defense, honestly. And yeah, so without further ado, let's just get into this character's damaging skills. This character doesn't really have much in terms of damaging skills, but what he does have are actually still really good. This character has full stamina damage use of 82% thanks to the 25% along with all the links that we gave him. He has a Berserker of 40%, which is amplified to 60 thanks to the accessory. Then we have Devastation of 40%, and he of course has Frenzy. Now, he also has increased Mind Attribute or Ronkar damage to status ailment affected enemies plus 40%. Now, that's a mouthful. Pretty much what it means is if your ally or yourself are a Mind Attribute or Ronkar, which obviously he fucking is, if the enemy gets inflicted with a status ailment, you deal 40% extra damage, whether it be your soul bomb, whether it be your normal attack damage, or your strong attacks. That is really strong, especially at 40%. It's a huge multiplier. And then obviously we have weakened defense thanks to the bonus effect. And for going into the utility skills, this character has a ton. First, Team Party Stamina Recovery 20%. This is going to be really good for your IT runs, your IZ runs. He has increased status element chance against heart attribute enemies. That is going to allow you to get, what is it called? That is going to allow you to bypass, for the most part, Iron Skin, since this character also has Weaken on all of his attacks. He has Havoc 20%. He has Guard Break. He has we talked about the recover 20% stamina. We talked about the increased status element chance. He has Sprinter +1, so no Sprinter +2, and he doesn't have Long Stride, which is kind of unfortunate. But where he becomes like one of the best farmers in the game is that he's a premium pool character, so getting multiple copies of him will likely happen if you play this game regularly and you just summon your Brave Soul tickets when you get them. He has increased Heart Droplet Drop plus 30%, increased Heart Link Slot Potions +5, and increased Super Heart Link Slot Potions +5. So he's literally just a really good farmer for IT, IZ, and Epic Raids. Like, you can't really go wrong with him. And then even for Droplet Zone, he still has the increased Droplet Drop 30%, which is great. And then you can put this little slut who also has, oh, you don't have a soul, oh, why did I think he was the Droplet Soul trait? Oh, right, the Heart Tosher is the Droplet Soul trait, excuse me. My bad. I goofed. Either way, let's just take him into IT, see what he can do there, and then we'll take him into IZ and see what he can do there. Now, what I do like about this character is that he has increased status element chance against hard attribute enemies. He doesn't have to have Killer. Back in the day, I mean, even now, sometimes, very rarely, increased status element chance kind of sucked because the enemy you had to have proper Killer on the enemy. They had to be a proper status, a proper attribute. And it's just kind of like, seeing as IT only comes by, like, it gets rotated out like once a month or whatever, like sometimes this character won't have Killer for several, like literally several months. So let's take full boosters. Yeah, so not having to have Killer is always a plus thing, in my opinion. Boom, boom. He does our Killer here. So, Vacuum Explosion for strong attack. Not really a crazy good strong attack. I actually don't like that this locks you into place, like if I'm trying to flash step out. Usually a third strong attack, you'll see you'll be able to flash step out without having to do all the hits and stuff like that. But these first strong attacks, like no matter how I try to like get out of it, that first strong attack forces you to stay in place for a, in my opinion, dangerous amount of time for something like epic raids. Boom, boom. Now, unfortunately, we don't have, what's the word I'm looking for? Hidden enemies. So, his first strong attack is going to be just the Vacuum Explosion, which I talked about. His second strong attack is going to be the same as 1,000 Year Blood War Ichigo, where it's just a 1080 radius around yourself, which used to be an SA3. Now it's starting to come out as an SA2, which I think is pretty cool, to be honest. I actually like it. And then the third strong attack is just a standard full screen third strong attack. Easily got the weaken off. And don't want to get frozen. If I remember correctly, he doesn't have status immunity, which is kind of unfortunate because usually status immunity is pretty damn good on these characters. Wait for them to peek out their little heads. Pause. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping that I would have quick shotted that. Look at that. Weaken just right off rip. 17k NAD. Now, when you break Iron Skin, like when they have a status element, you deal 5 times damage. Then you're dealing 50% more damage because of Weaken. Then you're dealing 40% more damage on top of that, thanks to this Ulquiorra skill, the status element afflicted damage. Shifa. I actually don't even remember him saying his last name. Look at that. Did he like say his last name like the first time he meets Ichigo? Why doesn't he say his last name every time he like encounters new people? Like do you think that he literally goes over everyone's name? He goes, "I'm Joe Biden," like I don't get it. But I don't think I've ever introduced myself from like my full name. I think I'm just like, "Hi, I'm Spite," or "Hi, I'm Ivan." Like, you're Angie.
What?
When someone introduces you to their friends, or when you like meet someone random, do you like introduce your last name or no?
Usually not.
Yeah, exactly. Make no damn sense. All right, so let's cancel this. Let's do full stat boosters and let's go. I guess if you're trying to network, but like I don't think Ulquiorra was like, "Yo, here's my library card. Call me if you need help with your cybersecurity." Look at that. 13,000. And we don't have Killer here, which is unfortunate. Dude, his animation's clean though. So he just puts a sword in the ground. Puts his... What is that? Just I'm gonna slow it down. Yeah, that looks pretty cool actually. Seru. Now his third strong attack is really weird because the AoE of the Seru goes to the bottom right of the screen, and sometimes people think that they like aimed it wrong, which is still really funny because like no matter where you aim, it's just only gonna show on the bottom right of the screen. That's literally the only place it can't show. I like the jump up. Reminds me of the Speed Ginjo. Now we don't have increased status on the stretch pressure, so we're just gonna pop it off here, see what's up. 48,000, 52,000. Let me actually do it here. Let me see if I can get a crit. I kinda want a crit. It's only a 20% chance to crit, but I like the numbers. There's a crit, 58,000, 57,000. We're gonna use 58 because I like even numbers. Well, I guess 57,000 is technically an even number, but it's my video, so leave me alone. 58,000, let's clear the renewed Ulquiorra stuff. And that was our soul bomb damage, so times 1.3 for the weakened defense, times 1.5 for the weakening, times 1.4 for the soul bomb damage there, for the status element damage, and then it's times 3 for the amount of hits, plus the initial 58,000. not including the fact that we need 1.6 damage if we were to have killer, and then we're going to divide by 1.25, not going to forget it from this video. 25% extra damage because we are 2 out of 5 instead of 1 out of 5. So we're 682,265 on a honestly basic good character. That's actually not bad at all, especially considering that this is a character that you're going to be using, in my opinion, very, very often, unless you pulled Balgo, which I think Balgo is just stupidly OP. But he's also a limited character, so, I mean, I guess it makes sense. So we're going to +2, increase status element chance, like, hidden enemies. Did you have it built in? Oh, no, he doesn't. I was about to say, I'm like, I don't remember that. But yeah, either way, I think the Ulquiorra is really good, especially for a premium pool character. I'm actually really happy with the Ulquiorra banner because, like, I feel like all 3 of those characters were just really good characters. And, in my opinion, that's awesome. I'm gonna leave it at that. Just grind, I'll catch up, and stay blessed. Shout out to my boy Leno. I got my boy Daffy right there too. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.